Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel. Today guys, I want to talk about I gave a bit of paid advice. I had a phone call, I had an urgent appeal I put out yesterday saying, guys, I'm available for a chat, talk about any life queries. And I had an interesting query came in. Let me tell you the story. The guy is in his early 30s. I don't want to dox him, so I got to be a bit careful. But he's in his 30s, and he's got a high-paying job at the moment. He's a server in a top-end restaurant. And don't put these servers down. This guy makes over $150,000 a year. That's correct. Very, very clever guy, very nice guy, and he recently, I think he had an inheritance and also a lawsuit. I don't exactly know exactly what was what, but he now has $1 million, $1 million in his checking and investment accounts. And he rang me and said, hey, Arch, I'm thinking about going into the quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Rolex Sky Dweller. I'm wearing the Sky Dweller today. Anyhow, he rang me and said, Arch, I want your advice because I'm considering I want to go into the wristwatch business. And he wanted to get some advice from me, and I gotta be totally honest with you, he's a really nice guy. He paid me a lot of money for the phone advice. He actually paid me double my fee, and it's only fair that I tell him the absolute truth. So he told me that in his connections in working in the restaurant, he's been able to get a number of very hard to get Rolexes. Okay, good luck. That's fantastic. Then he told me he wants to become and I said, hang on, stop. I said, you know, the funny thing is a lot of people in the watch business, they come into this business and their dream is to have $1 million, $1 million. And that's what they're working hard to achieve, is achieve the $1 million mark. And I got to be totally honest with you. A lot of people who I've seen who have a lot of money and go into a business, let's just say they don't have a lot of money after it. You know what I'm saying? Because what I found is, and this is in my own businesses that I've run, when you have that hunger, that desire, when you start a business with nothing and you let the business make its own money, those people, those businesses tend to be successful. If you come along with a big chunk of money and suddenly you're a business person, well, I don't want to be rude, but a lot of these people, they make a lot of horrendous mistakes. So I said to this guy, now he's in one of the East Coast, West Coast, he's more in one of the two cities. And I said to him, man, if I were you, if I had $1 million, $1 million, my top advice to you, this is what I said to him, would be to buy, because he doesn't own his own home. He doesn't own his own home. I said, my top advice to you would be to buy an apartment or a house in a lower cost city. My advice would be to buy a nice car, a reasonable car, and get some nice, reasonable furniture. Invest a big chunk of the money, whatever was left over, but keep a third for hobbies / business ideas. So how would I cut this up myself? So myself, I would like to say You got $1 million. Now, Bear very quickly pointed out to me $1 million in Toronto doesn't get you much. $1 million in New York or in California doesn't really get you much. But go to a lower cost state. I think it'd be so fun. You'd work out, do you go to Texas? Do you go to Vegas? Do you go to Georgia? Where exactly do you like and would you be comfortable? Personally, if it was me, I had $1 million, I would be saying, okay, $1 million. I would buy a house, probably a house or an apartment. Apartment, I'm meaning like a 2-bed, 2-bathroom with a garage. Or if I was buying a house, a 3 or 4-bedroom home. I'd probably spend somewhere between $350,000 and $550,000, somewhere in there. I would then buy a nice automobile. In my case, I love BMW, a BMW 3 Series, a C-Class Mercedes. I'm not saying top spec. I'd go for the basic spec. Or a Lexus IS 300, or maybe a 350. I'd go for the 350 actually. And I'd also buy a beater, a $10,000 beater. I'd buy some reasonable furniture. I probably wouldn't go for IKEA, but a little bit better than, mid-tier furniture. And with the money that's left over, I would keep a third for businesses or for hobbies, and 2/3 of the rest of, so if you bought a $500,000 house, you bought a $50,000 in automobiles, that would leave you $450,000. Let's just work that out there. So let's just work this out. So say 450,000, divide that by 3. I'd keep 300. I'd invest in the share market, mutuals, things like that. And 150 I'd have for a hobbies, business, ideas. Every type of hobby I have is sort of a business. I buy and sell watches, something like that. Seed capital. And I think you'd be set. You'd get some sort of job, and you could do more education. You could have a career, a complete sea change, and off you go. But he didn't like it. He comes up, every time I come up with an idea, he comes up with problems. And I said, man, you're just so negative. I really think if you wanted to do the watch business, what I would do is start buying and selling. And I said to him, as soon as, because he's got contacts through working in the restaurant, as soon as they know you are doing a business, they're going to drop you like a sack of potatoes. They want nothing to do with flippers. And I said to him, seriously, if you want to give this a try, why don't you play with Omegas, Omega Speedmasters, Seamasters, learn. I said to him, stick to the iconic models. You don't have to cover every possible watch that's out there. You stick to a certain scope. Omegas, Rolex is great, but they're expensive. I would try and learn the craft. I said, you need to have a watchmaker who can do simple repairs. You need a polisher who can make stuff look nice. These are the key components to this. And I said, I personally wouldn't be putting all my money into this idea. I don't like it. I'd buy myself a house, invest a big chunk, buy an automobile, some furniture, and then I'd start the next phase of my life. But everything with him is a hassle and a problem. And I've tried to say to him, I tried to give him some guidance. It's very tough, but that's why I'm making this video here, to sort of give him some ideas. Guys, you can put some ideas. What would you do if you had $1 million? Would you go into the watch business? I said to him very, very blunt. I said, you want to make money in the watch business? You need to be a lying asshole. You need to buy cheap and sell high. You need to be a lying, thieving son of a bitch. That's what you need to do well in the watch business. I'm just telling you. You want to make money in the watch business, you need to be aggressive and hungry. And whilst you're trying to make this money, you've got assholes trying to sell you fake shit. And not only fake stuff, franken, half real, half fake. And it is a tough business. Believe you me, the lessons you will learn are going to be expensive. And I said to him, I said, I just don't think, because I know this guy for a while, I've had a few paid phone calls with him, I don't think he's got enough asshole in him to do that. I said, I just don't think you got enough asshole in you to really do well in that business. And I said, it's like if you had a car detailing business. You'd have a little van, you have hoses, you have a compressor, you have a polisher. You learn what you're doing, the different chemicals to clean the car, and I said you charge your fee and that's it. I said with watches, it's so many variables. Whatever customer brings to you, you've got to tell them it's shit, it's garbage, and you've got to buy it as cheap as possible and sell it. You've got to get it fixed as cheaply as possible, make it look like $1 million, and sell it for as high as possible. So I'm trying to explain this concept, and I said, you've got $1 million. Man, you have made it. Absolutely, positively made it. Absolutely. This is what Americans struggle for years to have, the magic $1 million. $1 million. Congratulations. And I've tried to explain this to him. I said, I don't know if it'd be putting this money into, I said, the best thing I can advise you is buy a home. And I tried to say this to the rancher, the degenerate lawyer. I said, man, buy a home. It doesn't matter it's Oklahoma. That doesn't matter. You buy a home, there's no foreclosures on a fully paid off home. But the rancher's always got an excuse. Oh, you mean I'm going to pay more money to have a house that's further from my work? Always got an answer to bloody everything. Well, you know what, rancher? You tell me. And this is the thing. With this guy here, I just fear people like this, they can fake things up so easily without even realizing it. They fake it up. Absolutely, positively fake it up. Absolutely fake it up. And I gotta be honest with you, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. But what would I know? I'm only a humble pontiff. What would I know? So there you go, guys. That's my advice. I said to the guy, just if you want to do business, do it as a side hustle. And I would buy some Amiga and resell. See how the learning curve goes, because I think you've got the wrong idea. You think it's going to be so easy to get stock, which you can sell for thousands more. It doesn't quite work that way. So there you go, guys. That's an interesting phone call I had. I told him, buy a home, invest, buy a home, get a car, get some furniture, invest 2/3 of the rest, 1/3 for business or play money for hobbies, and get back to work. That's right, get back to work, do something. You have honestly made it. You've got the fun stuff. You can choose what you want to do. Whatever you do there, Don't blow that fucking money. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you guys think of that. Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW. Hi guys, Archie Luxury, and today guys, I'm very proud to introduce a new sponsor of the Archie Luxury and the Paul Pluta channels. Who am I talking about? WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. Check them out, guys. Jump online, check out WatchShopping.com. These guys here have been in business since 2017. Worldwide shipping and distribution. Over 10,000 wristwatches in inventory. Stock in hand, and 90 plus different brands, new and pre-owned. Now, the good thing about WatchShopping.com, trusted by over 4,000 reviews on Chrono24 and Trustpilot. Your one-stop shop to buy any watch your heart desires. Please, guys, check out WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. I'm Archie Luxury, and check out WatchShopping.com. Hey guys, Archie Luxury on the YouTube sensation, the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US, look down in the description. $50 US, I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want, and it keeps me going on YouTube because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon. Look down below, and I will see you in the next one.